And joining us right now in the studio to take a look at the unending insecurity, security crisis in Nigeria is a security expert, Jonathan Onoja. Glad to have you join me, Jonathan. You were here last time. We discussed the same issue of Benue Plateau, the killings. Will it be right to say that the country has not learned its lesson, or the leadership didn't take any lesson from those events?
Well, thank you. It was a sad event. It's quite unfortunate that our leaders have not learned the lessons, and rather they've turned their deaf ears to the people, to the cries and the hues around the states and across the country today. We were here last time. We talked about the Benue crisis. We talked about the Plateau killings. And thereafter, there have been killings. Nobody's asking questions. What are the causes, the root causes of these fights? The government is aware. And that's why I tagged it. It's a compromise from the institutions. It's also a situation where I have to put that the government is complicit, from the local government to the state government and to the federal government. They are aware of the fights, and successive administration have told us that they should shoot on sight any herdsmen carrying AK-47. This marching order has been coming on and on, but I think it is time for us to carry out a marching action. Enough of the marching orders. Today there will be killings, and then the tradition, what our senates and the national assemblies have turned out to be is the traditional 1-minute silence. And thereafter, what happened? The traditional heads of security agencies have not come out to say they are overwhelmed. Every day they tell you that they are on top of the situations, but nothing has been done. And also, I believe in the statement of the elder statesman, His Excellency Theophilus Danjuma. He has made it very right. And again, I think it's a reminder that Nigeria is heading to anarchy, when the people is being advised to defend themselves. And of course, what you understand by self-defense in this country today, considering our legal implication, is that you could even kill in the process. We've seen a farmer where that's had to protect his farmlands against cattle ravaging his farmlands, and thereafter this cattle consume this farm's products, and then they died. We are being told that this farmer is even being prosecuted. What else do you say when people have to defend themselves? We've talked about jungle justice. Is that the right way? So when we talk about self-defense, it clearly states that you could kill another in the process of defending yourself, because you cannot determine the level of injury that the person may sustain in the course of defense, and then the law comes after you, because nobody is empowered to kill. And so the people who are actually that rightly should protect the people is the government institution, the police, the state CIDs, the state the NIA, the DSS, that are supposed to be charged with the responsibilities of intelligence. You will see people gather together, plan attack, go to Tukpo local government, go to Kum, go to Kwande, go to Taraba. They will kill. There will be no single investigation. There will be no people discuss with people to pay ransom. That is the level of intelligence we have in this country. They discuss with people how to go and pay ransoms. They will pay these ransoms. These people are being released. These people will come out, tell you the stories of how they are being kidnapped. And we are telling that we have a country. We don't have a country. Mr. President on a daily basis come out to tell you that, oh, they're on top of the situations, marching order. Enough of the marching order. It is time for marching action. Why do we continue like this? The state governors will come to tell you that they are tired, but they claim to be the chief security officer of the state. 2027 is coming. Political actors and gladiators have taken this as an opportunity to begin to showcase wealth, where they pay visits to the society where this happens. They pay homage to the communities, and then they go and give peanuts. Do that as a political way activities now.
That's where the people will comment. You spoke of two issues. The Commissioner for Information, I think either in Benue or Plateau State, was on one of our programs. She clearly said that, because you mentioned herders, she said this is not a question of herders, that this is criminality. She gave some instances. So, I mean, which is which. And then you talked about when you say government is complicit, that's a heavy allegation.
Of course they are.
What would you mean by that when you say government is complicit? I mean, I can understand when we talk about, I started by saying that have we learned of the leaders to government, both at the state level? Muftuang was already apologizing to the people that they got it, they didn't get it right, you know. But I mean, apology is not all it takes. So when you say complicit, and then the question of herders, even Elia said this is criminality, it's not a question of herders, and they should be terrorism and criminality, and so it should be treated as such.
I agree with them if it is stark criminality, but some ethnic groups have been tagged in the course of these findings. People have been arrested. I give you an instance where persons were arrested in Otukpo local government, and they were handed over to the police. And just after, and they were identified to be headers, right? They are Fulanis. And after some days, they were released. That's why I say government is complicit, because police is an institution of government. And again, it's a conspiracy against the people from the top to the least.
Because there's talk about land grabbing.
Yes, it's a conspiracy against the people. Why I say so is that when we talk about, take for instance in Benue State, when we take statistics of the cattle in Benue, if that has been the problem because of the headers farmers clashes that have been over the years, when we take statistics of the cattle in Benue State, now let me profile you. Who are the numbers? What are the numbers of cattle in Benue State? Who are the owners of these cattle? Nobody's asking questions. This is why it is what conspiracy from the elite, from the government, from the traditional rulers, from the religious leaders. Each and every one of them own these cattle. Who are the managers of these cattle? It is the Fulanis, which is what has been tagged the elders. Where are they being managed? We talked about anti-open grazing law in Benue State. Is that effective today? Is there any enforcement to that order? Now people goes about uprooting people's farm products, feeding them to their cattle, eating it. Who are the owners of these cattle? When they are being caught, who prosecutes them? Who give back the feedback to the society? What is the compensation level in all of these things? That is why I said this is a conspiracy from the government, from the top down to the least. And I've mentioned and I've itemized reasons why it is a conspiracy. Each and every government officer has cattle in this country. And if you ask them who are the managers of their cattle, it is the headers. Where is the cattle? Where is the ranching? Where is the ranch? No ranch. It is all open to open grazing. So when we talk about open, who gave them the AK-47? Is it not the elite? Who gave them the AK-47? Is it not those in government institutions? You and I cannot be able to license AK-47. But then these people have AK-47. So it is a conspiracy theory from the federal government who are responsible to protect you and I that have faith in their responsibility. It's also a conspiracy from the state government who is responsible. The chief security officer who is crying today in Benue State comes to federal capital territory Abuja to come and collect the security votes. There's no time he complained about not collecting this.
When Theophilus Danjuma, former chief of the Army Staff, says Nigerians should rise and defend themselves in the face of the nations, this insecurity challenges, I wonder, are there no inherent dangers? And what is it? Because he says otherwise, they will overrun the country for their self-interest. But I'm wondering, where do you draw the line between taking laws into your hands and defending yourself?
And that is why I said our law did not explicitly define all of these things. At what stage did self-defense comes in? At what stage should self-defense come? Is it at a point of danger? Is it when you are allowed to be killed? So this is the areas why I gave an instance of a farmer who will protect his farm crops against the cattle, against the headers who will unleash their cattle to eat the farm products. Yet, we've been told that killing these cattle intentionally is a crime. And so at what point should self-defense step in? And so we need to, the National Assembly need to come up with a framework and make sure that this part, there's no ambiguities. At the stage where there should be self-defense, as stage where there should be an issue of external aggression, what do you do? So the people are left with no choice than to pick up the arms. So I challenge every society, every community to build local vigilantes, local guards and then empower them, because in every locality there must be an ex-discharged military person, there's a retired officer, there's a retired police officer, and so there's time for us to begin to build our own society security. Unfortunately, the government has come with the issue of drop your arms. They cannot protect us.
Let me refer you to the statement of David Mack, former Senate president. We must not shy away from the truth. If they're not terrorists, why are they killing people? Why are they destroying communities? Why are they chasing people away from their ancestral homes? That's why you talk about land grabbing. What's your sense of what he's saying? I mean, if they're not, why are they killing people? Why are they destroying communities? Why are they chasing people away from the ancestral homes? And I may add, why are they not even identified? Why are Nigerians not hearing anything about people arrested, people taken to court, people charged for destroying communities or killing people?
I keep saying that it's a conspiracy. I give you an instance. This is a federal capital territory. This is the seat of power. This is where we have the almighty War College, less than 35.5 kilometers to the Kuje prison. And this is where we have our own national force headquarters, police headquarters, less than 31.3 kilometers to Kuje prison. This is where we have the almighty NIA, the DSS, and all of them that is assembled, including the villa, the seat of Mr. President, less than 30 kilometers to Kuje prison. Yet, we had people break into facilities, release inmates, and had time to have the prayer session. I'm referring you to the Kuje prison attack. And what I'm trying to say is that these people that have been arrested, prosecuted, alongside issue of kidnapping, terrorism, years back to 2003, 2009, we are kept in custody, in prison custody, and even failed with our taxpayers' money. And then, when they are being released, what do you expect? More of what? Terrorism in this country. So the need for us to begin to strengthen our laws, and the need for us to talk about the Terrorism Act more and more, to make it more effective. People will be arrested in line with Terrorism Act. The law is so fragile that there will be room for negotiation. We even had a time where people are told that they are repentant, and we came up with a concept of de-radicalization. When people's lives are lost, people that have killed people, people that have maimed people, and we talked about release them, talked about even bringing them and reintegrating back into the society, this set of people should be hanged. We need to strengthen our laws. Otherwise, people there will be no consequences. Every crime should come with consequences. And so there is no deterrent factor. What are the deterrent factor? When that I commit a crime today and I kill somebody today, in the next 3 years, you're going to see me back in the society.
All right.
There should be consummate action to what is being done. And that is why people will be kidnapped, people will be killed in Otukpo, in Akpa. If people will be killed, people like Barrister Michael Fiku will be killed in his own house. There's Otukpo bank robbery, there's no investigation, there's no thought to what happened. People are killed in Okum, people are killed in Kwande, people are killed in Bokos. The same people, when they have been arrested today and handed over to the police, in the next 3, 4, 5 months, they are back to the society.
All right, Jonathan.
The people do not trust the people, do not trust the system anymore.
We'll leave it there. Our hope is that all these discussions will be able to arrive at a particular solution, because Nigerians can't keep dying and people can't keep being afraid of going to do their daily business. Thank you so much, security expert Jonathan Onoja, on the killings in both Benue and Plateau.